flood scene. Now step like you're about to 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 flood scene. You and you, come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You and you, come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You and you, come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Come with me. Now step like you're about to flood scene. You. Come with me. You, and you, come with me. pop it like she riding limousine. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it like she riding limousine. And you calling me. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it like she riding limousine. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it like she riding limousine. And you calling me. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it like she riding limousine. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it like she riding limousine. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it like she riding limousine. And you calling me. And you calling me. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. You calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. About to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Now step like you about to flood the scene, yeah. And you calling me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it, ride it creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it, right. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it, right, creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it, right, creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, this a love seat. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, this a love seat. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Up a little, dumb it by the creek. Up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, this a love seat. Up a little, dumb it by the creek. Up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, this a love seat. Up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, this a love seat. Up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, this a love seat. Up a little, dumb down, this a love seat. follow me. It's a left seat, follow me. It's a left seat, follow me. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. Such a fucking child playing on. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. Such a fucking child playing on his knees. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. Such a fucking child playing on his knees. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. Such a fucking child playing on his knees. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. It's a left seat, follow me. Got 100 down coming every week. Like a priest. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. The 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 fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. The fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. The fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. The fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. The fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. 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 It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. Run around barking like a freak. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. It's a pleasure. dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Like a breeze, such a fucking child, praying on his knees. Like a bitch, I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Hurricane, hurricane, coming down, freak. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Like a breeze, such a fucking child, praying on his knees. Like a bitch, I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Hurricane, hurricane, coming down, freak. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got a now step in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. In a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Eat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. In a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. In a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down. In a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow in a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that in a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Like a breeze, such a fucking child, praying on his knees. Like a bitch, I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Hurricane, hurricane, in a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. In a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna in a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat in a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body in a limousine, he just wanna in a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up in a limousine, he just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Like a breeze, such a fucking child, praying on his knees. Like a bitch, I can put you down. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Like a breeze, such a fucking child, praying on his knees. Like a bitch, I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Like a breeze, such a fucking child, praying on his knees. Like a bitch, I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Like a breeze, such a fucking child, praying on his knees. Like a bitch, I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you, and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little, dumb it by the creek. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Like a breeze, such a fucking child, praying on his knees. Like a bitch, I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Such a fucking child, praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. you just gotta lease. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, they put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. Damn. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. Damn, I sold that, now it's time to reap. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. Damn, I sold that, now it's time to reap. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. Damn, I sold that, now it's time to reap. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like they put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just gotta lease. Damn, I own that, like I'm being free. Damn, I sold that, now it's time to reap. Now it's time to reap. I sold that, 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 now it's time to reap. Now it's time to reap. I sold that, 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 now it's time to reap. Playtime. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime, games up on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime, games up on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime, yeah, games up on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime, yeah, games up on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime, yeah, I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime, yeah, games up on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Games on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Games on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Games on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Games on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Games on the screen. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Playtime, games on the screen. I now it's time to reap. Playtime, games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime, games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime, game. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime, games on. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime, game. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Like it's games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Like it's games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Like it's games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Like it's games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Like it's games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Like it's games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Like it's games on the screen. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Playtime. Like it's games on the screen. Now it's time to reap. Now step like you about to flood the scene. Yeah, you, and you, come with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this I love seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Such a fucking child, praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just got a lease. Damn, I bone that, like I'm being free. Damn, I sold that, now it's time to reap. Now step like you about to flood the scene. Yeah, you, and you, come with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this I love seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Such a fucking child, praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just got a lease. Damn, I bone that, like I'm being free. Damn, I sold that, now it's time to reap. Now step like you about to flood the scene. Yeah, you, and you, come with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this I love seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Such a fucking child, praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just got a lease. Damn, I bone that, like I'm being free. Damn, I sold that, now it's time to reap. About to flood the scene. Yeah, you, and you, come with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this I love seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Such a fucking child, praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. Damn, I own that, you just got a lease. Damn, I bone that, like I'm being free. Damn, I sold that, now it's time to reap. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Damn, down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. Hands up, face down, ass up. shake it, gon' back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl, shake it, gon' back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl, shake it, gon' back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl, shake it, gon' back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Hands up, face it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Everybody who run ain't fast enough. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Everybody who run ain't. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. People who run ain't fast enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. People who run ain't fast enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. Shake it, girl. Back it up. Back it up. You can Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Now step like you better flood the scene. Yeah, you and you, come with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a left seat. Follow me, got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm eating free. I sold up, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up, you can try one, that ain't half enough. Shake it girl, back it up, you can try one, that ain't half enough. Shake it girl, back it up, you can try one, that ain't half enough. You can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. We gon' have some fun, then I stack it up. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. We gon' have some fun, then I stack it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. We gon' have some fun, then I stack it up. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. We gon' have some fun, then I stack it up. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. And I big bro like I'm Saturn, yeah. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. And I big bro like I'm Saturn, yeah. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Get up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it, get up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Get up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Shake it girl, shake it girl. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake the spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. Spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, shake it girl. Back it up, back it up. Spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna shake it girl, shake it girl. Back it up, back it up. You can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. Shake it girl, shake it girl. Back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Shake it girl, back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. Back it up, I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, she tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up. She tryna get up, spectacular. Now step like you about to flood the scene. Yeah, you and you go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Sit that ass down, this I love seat. Got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm eating free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up, you can try one, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dumb, it better creep. Sit that ass down, it's a love seat. Got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm eating free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. You can try and work, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Now step like you better flip scene. Yeah, you and you going me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dumb, it better creep. Sit that ass down, it's a love seat. Got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm eating free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. You can try and work, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Get me real good, something hard to find. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Get me real good, something hard to find. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Get me real good, something hard to find. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Get me real good, something hard to find. Spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She real turn something like a line. Get me real good, something hard to find. She real turn something like a line. She real turn something like a. She real turn. real turn, something like a line. Is she real turn, something like a. Is she real turn, something like a line. Is she real turn, something like a line. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, 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 something like a rhyme. Go together good. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Is she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Is she real turn, something. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Go together good, something like a rhyme. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Go together good, something like a rhyme. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Go together good, something like a rhyme. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Go together good, something like a rhyme. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Go together good, something like a rhyme. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Go together good, something like a rhyme. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Go together good, and she's tryna write it like she running out of time. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it, go. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cam. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go camera. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cam. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. Oh my, and she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. Oh my, and she's tryna write it like she running out of time. Oh my, yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. Oh my. Write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it, go cameraman fine. And she's tryna write it like she ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. You been on a girl, shit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. God and some dick for a night. For the climb. I like God and some dick for a night. For the climb. I like God and some dick for a night. I just got some chicken for a brine. For the climb. I like God and some dick for a night. For the climb. I like God and some dick for a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. For the climb. I like God and some dick for a night. For the climb. I like God and some dick for a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. For the climb. I like God and some dick for a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. For the climb. I like God and some dick for a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Dick for a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Dick for a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Dick for a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Dick for a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. I just put the chicken in the brine. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong isn't, but you still saw the sign. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong isn't, but you still saw. I just put the chicken in the brine. Chicken in the brine. Chicken in the brine. Wrong isn't, you still saw the sign. Chicken in the brine. Chicken in the brine. For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? For a night. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that, like I mean swine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that, like I mean swine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that, like I mean swine. Slaughter that, like I mean swine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that like I mean swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing that something like a mine. Doing that something like a mine. Roger. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger. Don't say nothing about the kid. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger. Don't say nothing about the kid. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger. Don't say nothing about the kid. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger. Don't say nothing about the kid. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger. They keep doing that something like a mine. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger. Nothing about the kid. Roger. Never disrespect the kid. Nothing about the kid. Roger, never disrespect the pig. Nothing about the kid. Roger, never disrespect the pig. Nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger. Never disrespect the pig. Roger. Wanna keep the money, keep the lid. pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep the lid. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Never disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs.
Baby back ribs. How will my baby back ribs? How will my baby back ribs?
wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, 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 baby back rims. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, baby back. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna get up, spectacular. And she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna get up, spectacular. And she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Then she tryna ride it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it, girl, cameraman fine. Sweet up like I got a ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, just sit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that, like I'm eating swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing nothing, something like a mine. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, 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 baby back rims. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. Hands up, Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep you lit. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, 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 baby back rims. Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna Roger, hit it up like baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. Roger, hit it up like baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, 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 baby back. Baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs, baby back, baby back, baby back. Now step like you about to flood the scene. Yeah, you and you, come with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy by the creek. Sit that ass down, it's a love seat. Got 100 out coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm being free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master? Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. You can try and work, that ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. This shit real turf, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Then she tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it go, cameraman fine. Swing like I got a ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, just sit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that, like I'm eating swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing nothing, something like a mine. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, hit it up like baby back ribs. Baby back, baby back, 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 baby back, baby back. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Ass up. Hands up, face down, ass up. demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? Ass up, hands up, face down, ass up. What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? Ass up, hands up, face down, ass up. What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? Ass up, hands up, face down, ass up. What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? 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 What's worse than finding reasons? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Zombies feeding. What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Worse than finding reasons. Worse than finding reasons. It's like he's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. It's like he's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. Worse than finding reasons. He's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. 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 It's like he's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. It's like he's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. It's like he's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. It's like he's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. It's like he's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. Worse than finding reasons. Worse than finding reasons. It's like he's darkness breathing. Worse than finding reasons. 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 Now step like you better flip seat, yeah. You and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she won't ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Sit that ass down, it's a love seat. Got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. He put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm being free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. You can try and work, it ain't half enough. I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. And she real turf, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Now she tryna ride it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it, girl, cameraman fine. Swing like I got a ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, just sit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that, like I mean swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing nothing, something like a mine. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, hit it up like baby back rims. Baby back, baby back, 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 baby back, baby back. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? What's worse than losing, leaning? What's worse than finding reasons? What's worse than finding reasons? What's worse than finding reasons? To the oath, but he ain't mean it. What's worse than finding reasons? To the oath, but he ain't mean it. What's worse than finding reasons? To the oath, but he ain't mean it. What's worse than finding reasons? To the oath, but he ain't mean it. To the oath, but he ain't mean it. To the oath, but he ain't mean it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. To the oath, but he ain't mean it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. To the oath, but he ain't mean it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. To the oath, but he ain't mean it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. It's a sign, but he ain't read it. To the oath, but he ain't mean it. Need it. It's a sign, but he ain't need it. Need it. Need it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Need it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Need it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Need it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Need it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Letter words, but he ain't read it. In it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Letter words, but he ain't read it. In it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Letter words, but he ain't read it. In it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Letter words, but he ain't read it. Letter worms, but he ain't feel it. In it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Letter words, but he ain't read it. Letter worms, but he ain't feel it. In it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Letter words, but he ain't read it. Letter worms, but he ain't feel it. Worms, but he ain't feel it. He read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn like see it, ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn, but he ain't see it. Ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn, but he ain't see it. Ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn, but he ain't see it. Ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn, but he ain't see it. Ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn, but he ain't see it. Ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn, but he ain't see it. Peel him. Ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn, but he ain't see it. Peel him. Ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn, but he ain't see it. Peel him. Ain't read it. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. 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 Fry him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. Light him. Beacon. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. Light him. Beacon. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. Light him. Beacon. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. Light him. Beacon. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. Light him. Beacon. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. Light him. Beacon. See it. Peel him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See it. I am. Meek him. See him. I am. Meek him. See him. I am. Meek him. See him. Light. I am. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Light him. Beacon. I am. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Light. I am. Meek him. See him. Meek him. I am. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Light him. I am. Meek him. See him. Meek him. I am. Meek him. See him. Meek him. I am. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Fishing out, really. Fry him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Water. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Water. Drink him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Water. Drink him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Water. Drink him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Water. Drink him. Meek him. See him. Meek him. Wanna. Need him. Water. Drink him. Wanna. Need him. Water. Drink him. crystal in. Need 'em water, drink 'em missile seeking crystal in. Need 'em water, drink 'em missile seeking crystal in. Need 'em water, drink 'em missile seeking crystal in. Need 'em water, drink 'em missile seeking crystal in. Need 'em water, drink 'em missile seeking crystal in. Need 'em water, drink 'em missile seeking crystal in. Need 'em water, drink 'em missile seeking crystal in. Need 'em water, drink 'em missile seeking crystal in.
Hello, Steph. Right now, I'm just wait. Let me move over my thingy. Does this work? I'm making a song right now. I made the beat, and now I'm just rapping over. I'm almost done. I'm not sure what's, if you saw what's going on with like Trump today with Sasha. Ooh, what's the name? Oh, I forget. But with like Sasha and everything that like dropped today, I'm kind of like talking about like that stuff a little bit. But yeah. Oh, dude, it's crazy. What the? There's like audio tapes. Like they did this like interview with one of like the survivors of like like the sex trafficking with like Trump and everything like that. And there was like some clips on TikTok and stuff like that and like Twitter that I've seen, and so I'm kind of just talking about some of that stuff in this song. But yeah, it's fucking crazy though. Like there's some weird stuff. Oh yeah, it's loud. Is it like crazy loud? I mean, I definitely have like if you want to like it's clipping. That's on purpose though. Oopsie. Oh, like really bad loud? Okay. Let me see if I can turn it down. Thank you. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm streaming off OBS. I just started using it like 4 days ago. OBS. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just know how to make the music. You know what I mean? Let me just turn the master down now. I think so, yeah. I have on the audio mixer, there's the audio input capture, the desktop audio, which I just turned down, and then my mic audio. But yeah. Should I not be using desktop audio?
By the flood scene, yeah, you and you with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this a left seat. Follow me, got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm being free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it, girl, back it up, back it up. You can try and run, that ain't half enough. I'm trying to flip it round like a spatula. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Shake it, girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. And she real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme.
Oh yeah, for sure. when I turn it back up, let me pause it first. But yeah, like my vocals are clipping, and then like where's my drum bass at? Like my drums are clipping, and I think my pretty much everything is like clipping. But that, like, I get that I might need to turn it down for like the stream or whatever. But like for the but like when I upload it, like it like all my shit is pretty much like really loud. Cause of like the I like the distortion sound basically. Like if you listen to Osama's son, yeah, like the really like saturated like clipping sound. I kind of like that. But I have like a soft clipper on the like master though. I have like a bunch of soft clippers like everywhere. Where's the 808 at? Yeah, I have like soft clippers everywhere. So it shouldn't be like I mean, I wouldn't know, but it shouldn't be like hurting anybody's ears, but I can fix it later.
Now step like you about to flood the scene. Yeah, you knowing me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Sit that ass down, this a left seat. Got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm being free. I sold that.
So I've been producing music since senior year of high school, which would be like 17, and I'm 25 now, so about 8 years. But like for rapping and stuff like that, I really got into it like this year, like last year, like this year and last year. Um, yeah, so I've been doing that, and like while I've been doing this, I've been making like little like skit videos to go along with it, because I also want to be a director. I want to be a film director. So I'm just trying to like kind of get everything like integrated with each other right now. So yeah. Do you like make music or anything? Cuz I see you stream, I think.
Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Took an oath, but he ain't mean it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Lot of words, but he ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, reel it. Fry him, meek him, see him, peek him. Want him, need him, water, drink him. Missile, seeking, crystal, eating, beat him.
That part is so weird, but I'll keep it. Oh, dude, that's awesome. You're a filmmaker too. That's fucking awesome. Dude, that's actually dope as fuck. Cause dude, like filmmaking is it's such a hassle. So whenever people are like I meet people that like make films, it's like, dude, that's really awesome. Or even just like do anything with like video or like streaming or anything like that, cause it's so much of yourself. You know what I mean? Like it's such like because you have like the audio, you have the visual elements, and then you have like the editing, and there's like so many parts of yourself that you have to like, like involve into like the process, that like it becomes like a really like super like deeply personal thing that I think like it's really cool to see, which is why like I'm a big film of just like watching film, but also like eventually making it. Like I've been doing like skits and stuff like that, like in my basement. Or in my mom's basement. But yeah, like eventually I definitely want to make like some like really high level stuff. How long have you been, if you're still here, how long have you been doing all that stuff? Because that's like really cool. I kind of wish I got into filmmaking earlier. I mean, like, it's fine because like I make music, so I still have like some type of level of skill that I can like coast off of for a while like I'm still like figuring out like the film stuff. But I don't know, like a lot of the filmmakers that like I look up to and respect, like they've been like they were in like middle school making like like videos and stuff like that. So like I don't know, I just feel like I'm like really late to the party in terms of like being like a like filmmaker and stuff like that. Hell yeah, dude. It can definitely be draining, but that's what they want. They want us to be drained and not doing anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, just keep going, dude. Cause like, what else are you gonna do? Oh, nice, dude. I graduated high school from I graduated high school in 2019. But I was in film school, kinda. Like I was taking like film classes, and then I dropped out because of COVID, and that was my freshman year. So like that really sucks. But yeah, definitely, dude. From one artist to another, keep fucking making shit, dude. Cause you know, what else is there to do? Oh hell yeah! Here I'll follow. I'm trying to. How do I follow? Here we go. Fuck right off. Okay. Shit, I'll pop in sometime. I'm unemployed right now, so I'm just making music on stream and everything like that. But I'll pop in sometime and check you out though, for sure.
Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Took an oath, but he ain't mean it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Lot of words, but he ain't read it. Lot of worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn like he ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, reel it. Fry him, meek him, see him, peek him. Want him, need him, water, drink him. Missile, seeking, crystal, in, beat him. Want him, need him, water, drink him. Missile, seeking, crystal, in, beat him. Fry him, meek him, see him, peek him. Want him, need him. Fry him, meek him, see him, peek him. Want him, need him, water, drink him. Missile, seeking, crystal, in. Fry him, meek him. Now I'm fishing out really. Fry him, meek him. Now I'm fishing out really. Fry him, meek him. Now I'm fishing out really. Fry him, meek him. Now I'm fishing out really. Fishing out really, fry 'em, did peel 'em. Fishing out really, fry 'em, meek 'em. Did.
I'm gonna have to work on this part for a while. Thank you very much. I usually don't talk on camera, so I don't know. But I guess like a few times, like people said my voice is common or whatever. I don't know. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Like I mean like okay, so I was just on like for like a really long time. I was just on Twitter. And so I was just like tweeting, so like I never like really would talk on camera, and also I was like really insecure, so like I just like wouldn't be on camera at all. So this is like a big this like year or like last year and this year has been like a really like transformative time for me, because like I lost a bunch of weight, and then like I started to get really into my music and like film and stuff and everything like that. So I've just been like pushing myself outside of the box more and more and more. I did my first like theater play that was last year in like when was that, October, like yeah in oh my god, in October. And so yeah, I've just been like putting myself out there more and more and more. So like maybe that's why. But thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, you're so nice. I'm glad I followed you. You're very nice. But yeah, so I've just been trying to, cuz I'm like 20 I'm 25 now, and like I'm trying to do like the just get into like the industry in like either the film industry or the music industry in some type of way. So not that like I feel like I'm running out of time or anything like that, but it's just like I want to get some started. I mean, like so many like amazing things are happening in the industry right now, like you know, and so yeah, but I'm trying to catch up a little bit, if basically.
He ain't feel it. Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, really. Peel him, fishing out, really. It's down answer. What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Took an oath, but he ain't mean it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Letter worse, but he ain't read it.
But yeah. So you're do you have like any like ideas? Not that you have to like I'm not gonna steal your ideas, but like do you have any stuff that you're trying to like flesh out or like write right now? Because I have like a much oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. It was nice meeting you. Talk to you later.
It's down answer. What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Took an oath, but he ain't mean it. Took them both, but he ain't need it. Letter words, but he ain't read it. Letter worms, but he ain't feel it. Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, really. Fishing out, really. Fishing out, really. Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, really. Oh, I was just saying, like, do you have any like scripts or like any ideas that you're like fleshing out right now or anything like that? That was just the question. Anything you're working on, not Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, really. Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, really. Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, really. Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, really. Took a turn out, fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. 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 Better. 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 Fry 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Better. Fry 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Better. Fry 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Better. Fry 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Better. Fry 'em. Meek 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Better. Fry 'em. Meek 'em. Peel 'em. Fishing out, really. Skin 'em. Better. Fry 'em. Meek 'em. Peel 'em. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, like first of all, that's really cool. But also like when I start like making my own, cuz like I'm like a
You see, okay, but you see why I don't talk on camera though, because like I'm already starting a bunch. Anyway, um, like not like I'm trying not to be like a control freak, but like I want to fucking like write my stuff, and then I also like want to like act in it, but I also want to like like do like the camera work and everything like that. But like if I had to like like sacrifice one like being like the actor or like being like behind the camera, like I would probably want to be behind the camera because like it's such like I like the visionary exactly like dude, it's such like being able to create like a beautiful shot. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. Like that's such a pleasure. Like more at least for me, like more than like a good acting performance is just like taking like a good picture. Like it's just like such a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? Like if you saw Sinners, the cinematography in that movie was just absolutely gorgeous, you know what I mean? Do you have any like any movies that like are big inspirations to you or anything like that? Like either recent or like past or just like whatever like your favorite is or whatever. And if you do, I'm gonna write it down. So, oh, you want to see something? If you're still here, my bullhead fell. I have like a movie raffle thing full of movies. So like, if I go in here, pull out one, Cat People by Valu. If you want to watch that one. But yeah, I have like a raffle box full of movies.
Feel 'em, fishing out, really. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. 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 Sneak up. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. Sneak up. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. Sneak up. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. Sneak up. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. Sneak up. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. Sneak up. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. Sneak up. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. Sneak up.
What are like your like film inspirations though? Especially like in like cinematography. Oh man, cinematography.
Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel 'em, fishing out, really. Skin 'em, better, fry 'em, make 'em. Sneak up.
I'm almost done. Dude, that's sick. Every Wednesday. Dude, I think I'm gonna. Oh no, it's chill. You want to know something? Like a lot of the times I feel like I'm slacking too, but it's like a lot of the times I also, whenever I do watch a movie, it feels like so like connected to like whatever I'm going through in life. You know what I mean? Like not to get like too personal or anything like that, but just like I was like I started watching like Shame with Michael Fassbender. Like I didn't finish it, but like a couple of like days ago. And just like I don't know, like sometimes it just like lines up with like whatever's going on. I don't know. So sometimes I don't feel like so bad about like not watching movies or whatever, but I do try and like make sure because it's kind of like at least like for me it's like there's like so much that you can like take in from a movie that, you know, if you can like it can be like a super like spiritual thing almost, you know, when when it really like is speaking to like a certain moment in your life, whether you're going through that moment like right now. Yeah, like I'm not explaining it well, but you know, like whether it's, you know, whether you're going through like that moment like right now, or like it's like a past moment or whatever, like when you like really deeply connect with something, it feels like super like intense sometimes, you know. Yeah. What's like a nostalgic film for you? Cause like for me, it would be like Mike with Bow Wow and Jesse Plemons. I feel like that's like a super like American movie, or like Space Jam. I used to watch Space Jam a lot with Michael Jordan, but like, you know, I played basketball when I was younger, so
Beat 'em. Now step like you better. Beat 'em. Now step like you better flood the scene. Yeah, you and you go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a love seat. Follow me, got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that, like I'm being free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh?
yeah, a lot. True.
Now step like you better flood the scene. Yeah, you and you go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, it's a love seat. Follow me, got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that, like I'm being free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. Hands up, face down, ass up. Hands up, face down, ass up.
Yeah, I had a rom com phase too, definitely. I really like Stupid Crazy Love with Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, Steve Carell. Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone are like my top two favorite actors, maybe. And it's really cool because they keep like they keep doing movies together, so it's like star-crossed lovers, except like with like film. It's cool. Um, yeah, it's not a rom com, but like Blue Valentine is also like just like a really good like relationship movie. I feel like. Um, Drive is also not a rom com, but that's also. But what's another rom? Oh, La La Land. I really love La La Land. Um, and that's a musical, and I really don't even like musicals that much, but like I really like that. Like that was probably like my first, and like it's Damien Chazelle, and like which was like, because like Damien Chazelle does like a lot of stuff with like jazz, which I find really charming to have like as a kind of like trope in your films. You know what I mean? Um, maybe it's because I like music, and so like I have like more of a connection to it. But um, yeah, that was like really cool. Easy A, yeah, definitely Easy A is like super good. I haven't rewatched it in a while. 10 Things I Hate About You, hell yeah. Is it what? I forgot what I said already. Yeah, La La Land was beautiful. Like I really liked it. I haven't seen 17 Dresses yet. Right? And you want to know, like, I just read something about it, like either today or yesterday, where Emma Watson was supposed to play Emma Stone's part, but like she was too busy or whatever, and we got Emma Stone for it, which is so cool. Not that like not that Emma Watson lost the job or whatever, but you know, like I think like Emma Stone was like that. I don't think you would have gotten like a better movie if like Emma Stone wasn't in there. You know what I mean? Absolutely. She's been on a run lately. Like and Yorgos have been doing so much stuff together. It's insane and like it's like all good. Well, I don't know if you like horror stuff, but you know like the you know Yorgos has been doing like a lot of like horror stuff basically with kinds of kindness, dude. Oh my god, that shit was crazy. And then I mean, Poor Things wasn't a horror movie, but you know they've just been doing like a lot of work together, and like I think that's so cool because they're by the time both of those people retire, they're gonna be like if they weren't already legends, they're gonna be fucking oh my god, you know what I mean? I love them both so much. And Jesse Plemons, who's Yorgos has been working with a lot too, has been like doing such an amazing job. I really liked his role in Civil War, and then he can be so intense, but also like so funny, but also like in an intense way. Like if you watched Game Night with Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams, there was like his role in that movie was just so hilarious too. Psychological series? What, Emma Stone? Well, I don't know. Oh, are you talking about The Curse with Benny Safdie and Nathan Fielder? Cuz if that's what you're talking about, The Curse, I started that but I didn't finish it. I think I watched like half of the first episode and then I like tuned out. But I need to finish that at some point. Yeah. People were like talking about that a lot like last year or whatever, so it's weird that I didn't watch it. Which is also kind of like what I mean, like going back earlier, like I love Nathan Fielder, Emma Stone, and Benny Safdie, but like I didn't watch like the show that all three of them made together. You know, it's like I'm waiting for like the right time to watch it. Almost, it's weird, man. I think it might be The Curse because like she doesn't do a lot of like series or like TV shows. But yeah, like she's dope though. Do you like musicals generally? Cause I don't know, like I don't really feel like I didn't watch Hamilton, and people are, and Hamilton has rap in it, and I'm a rapper, but I didn't watch it though. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by. It was nice talking to you.
Now step like you better flood the scene. Yeah, you doing me. She just wanna pop it, she won't ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. Now step like you better flood the scene. Yeah, you doing me. She just wanna pop it, she won't ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down coming every week. Such a fucking child praying.
Yeah. Was it 6 hours ahead or behind? Oh, 4 a.m. Oh, yeah. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're talking to me. What's going on? Go to sleep. Get your beauty rest. Good night, night.
Now step like you better flood the scene. Yeah, you doing me. She just wanna pop it, she won't ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm being free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master? Hands up, face down, ass up.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Never. Never. I don't even think I've called a woman ugly in my life. I'm not even sure if that's happened. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not even sure if that's in my lore. I don't even. That's just not even like me. You know, like, and you should know as a cinematographer, we see the beauty in everything. I can see the beauty in a piece of concrete. You know what I'm saying? Never, never, never. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you going me. She just wanna.
Literally, what the hell? What the hell?
Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah.
There's beauty in everything. What the hell? There's a silver lining to everything.
Now step like you got a flood scene. Yeah, you going me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Sit that ass down, this a left seat. Got 100,000 coming every week. Such a fucking child praying on his knees. I can put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that like I'm being free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master? Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it girl, back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. I'm trying to flip it around like a spatula. She trying to lick it up, spectacular.
Oh yeah. And I was pulling yours right back. Yeah.
I'm tryna flip it round like a spatula. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up. She tryna lick it up, spectacular. It's your real turn, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Now she tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know it go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, just sit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents, go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. Go, cameraman fine. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ooh. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, just sit on my mind. Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl.
Okay, good night. See you later. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.
Cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a ass, I got a grind. You been on a girl, just sit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that, like I'm eating swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing nothing, something like a mine. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, hit it up like baby back ribs. Baby back ribs. Baby back.
Yes, and good morning.
Go, cameraman fine. Sweet like I got a Roger, hit it up like baby back ribs. Baby back ribs. Baby back ribs. Baby back ribs. Baby back. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Took an oath but he ain't mean it. Took them both but he ain't need it. Lot of words but he ain't read it. Lot of worms but he ain't feel it. Took a turn like we ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, reel it. Skin him, batter, fry him, meek him, sneak up. Roger, meek him, sneak up. Meek him, sneak up, pick him. 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 Light him. Meek him, sneak up, pick him. Light him. Nico, sneak up, pick up, light. Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em.
Roll up.
Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em.
Free up.
Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Free up. Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Free up.
Roll up.
Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Free up.
Roll up.
Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Free up.
Roll up.
Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Free up.
Roll up.
Nico, sneak up, pick up, light 'em, beam 'em. Free up.
Roll up.
Free up.
Roll up.
Free up.
Roll up.
Perl it. 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 Eat 'em. 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 Pull up. Free up.
Roll up.
Perl it. Eat 'em.
Pull up.
Free up.
Roll up.
Perl it. Eat 'em. Pull up. Free up.
Roll up.
Perl it. Eat 'em. Pull up.
Spinning.
Free up.
Roll up.
Perl it. Eat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Free up.
Roll up.
Perl it. Eat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Free up.
Roll up.
Perl it. Eat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Free up.
Roll up.
Perl it. Eat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Free up. Pull up. Spinning.
Hungry.
Pull up. Spinning. Hungry.
Beat 'em.
Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em.
Pull up.
Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up.
Monkey.
Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Monkey. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Monkey. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Monkey. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Monkey. Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Monkey.
Branch out.
Pull up. Spinning. Hungry. Beat 'em. Pull up. Monkey. Branch out.
Swinging.
Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging.
Floating.
Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging, floating. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging.
Floating. Right up. Buster. Ceiling.
Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging, floating, right up. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging.
Float up. Bust through. Right through.
Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging.
Float up. Bust through.
Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging.
Float up. Bust right through your ceiling.
Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Float up, bust right through your ceiling. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Float up, bust right through your ceiling. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Float up, bust right through your ceiling. Pull up, spinning, hungry, beat 'em. Pull up, monkey, branch out, swinging. Float up, bust right through your ceiling. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko.
Sicko.
Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko.
Sicko.
Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko. Sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Swinging, float up, bust bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, sicko, sick, swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. He's a sicko, sick, swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. He's a sicko, sicko, sick, swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. He's a sicko, sick, swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. He's a sicko, sicko, swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. He's a sicko, 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 sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Hands up, face down, ass up. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, hands swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, hands up, face down, ass up. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, hands up. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, 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 hands up, face down, ass up. Swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, 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 hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko. Bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, 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 swinging, float up, bust right through your ceiling. Sicko, 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 sicko. Hands up, face down, ass up. Sicko, 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 sicko. By the flood scene, yeah, you and you, go with me. She just wanna pop it, she wanna ride in a limousine. He just wanna pop it, he just wanna see it leak. Beat that body up a little dummy, better creep. Follow me, sit that ass down, this a left seat. Follow me, got 100 down, coming every week. Such a fucking child, praying on his knees. They put you down, R.I.P. Steve. I own that, you just got a lease. I bone that, like I'm being free. I sold that, now it's time to reap. Hands up, face down, ass up. Wanna take a peek behind the mask, huh? Wanna see a dog become the master. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 Shake it, girl, back it up, back it up. You can try and run, it ain't half enough. I'm trying to flip it the ground like a spatula. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. She tryna get up, spectacular. Shake it girl, back it up, back it up. She tryna get up, spectacular. And she real tough, something like a line. Got me real good, something hard to find. Got a big purse, something like a rhyme. Go together good, something like a rhyme. Then she tryna write it like she running out of time. Yeah, you know a girl, camera ran fine. Swing it like I got an ass, I got a grind. You been on her girl, just sit on my mind. All I got is 2 cents for a dime. All I got is a mountain for the climb. All I got is some dick for a 9. I just put the chicken in the brine. Wrong turn, did you see the sign? Slaughter that, like I'm eating swine. Roger that, I can keep in line. They keep doing nothing, something like a mine. Roger, don't say nothing about the kid. Roger, never ever disrespect the pig. Roger, wanna keep your money, keep your lid. Roger, eat it up like baby back ribs. Baby back, baby back, 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 baby back, baby back. Hands up, face down, ass up. 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 What's worse than witches, demons? What's worse than zombies feeding? What's worse than losing meaning? What's worse than finding reasons? Took an oath but he ain't mean it. Took them both but he ain't need it. Lot of words but he ain't read it. Lot of worms but he ain't feel it. Took a turn like he ain't see it. Peel him, fishing out, reel it. Skin him, batter, fry him, meek him, stick up, pick him.
Literally, I'm so freaking done with this freaking song, dude. Like, literally. Stream over.